Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here, barefaced and all, with my update on my previous time video. So if you guys remember, last week I did a video talking about how I was trying to be a little bit more intentional with the time that I spend. So for instance, I was going to start taking the highway more and just trying to, take more advantage of the time throughout the day. I come from a history of taking time for granted, and as I shared, I'm the type of person that has always taken the scenic route, has always walked slow, has always moved slow, and things like that. And I was just becoming aware of it and felt like this was the time to kind of make some changes in regards to being a little bit more intentional with my time. And what I came up with was to start taking the highway more, going a little bit faster while driving. Again, nothing dangerous speed, but just a little bit over the speed limit maybe. And just moving quicker throughout the day. So that's been 1 week. And I must say, it's been a challenge. I did not think it was going to be this big of a deal or big of a challenge for me. Like, hey, I'm just going to take the highway more. I'm going to go a little bit faster. I'm going to, move quicker throughout the day and try to get things done at a quicker speed, faster rate. It has been a challenge. I really underestimated the power of the habit that I had formed around time, around going slowly, around moving with no sense of urgency. And there have been times throughout this past week where I totally forgot to take the highway, or I started off taking the highway and then without even really thinking about it, I would get off at an exit and start taking, the route through town again. And it wouldn't dawn on me until maybe after I arrived somewhere that I was like, oh crap, I was supposed to take the highway here. So it's been a challenge, and I think what I'm going to do for the next week, since my first week was, kind of a failure, but I don't really consider it a failure since I did at least have the awareness around it, and I am now, taking the time to try to hold myself accountable. I don't really consider it a complete failure, just maybe a setback. And so for this next week going forward, so today is Tuesday, so between now and next Tuesday, which will be April 3rd or something, I don't know, I am going to take it a little bit slower this time. And what I mean by that is I'm going to try to tackle one thing for the week. So before, I didn't really have a clear path on the different things I was going to try and tackle. I just said, take the highway more, move quicker, do this, do that. But for this next week, I am going to intentionally drive 75 miles per hour on the highway wherever I need to go somewhere. And so at the end of each day, I am going to reflect on whether or not I took the highway to and from my locations throughout the day, whether or not I maintained an average speed of 75 when appropriate, and the result of that. And if I didn't do it, why? If I did do it, pat myself on the back kind of a thing, and just kind of focus on that for the next week between now and next Tuesday, so that way I can be more intentional with what it is I'm wanting to do, which is, again, drive 75 miles per hour on the highway to and from the locations I need to go to throughout the week, and reflect on that, and then see how I do with that. So we're gonna see if that is enough for me to implement this. If by this time next week I am still dealing with a similar issue, then I'm going to have to implement something that is a little bit more that brings more consequences, if you will. So hopefully we don't have to go that far. Hopefully by next Tuesday I can get on here and let you guys know, hey, 99.9% of the time throughout my traveling this week, I traveled 75 miles per hour on the highway. I took the highway 9.9 out of 10 times when I could. and things like that. So there's that. I just wanted to give you guys an update because I didn't want to make it seem like either one, I made a video, started it, and my life just changed immediately, or two, I made a video and never did anything with it. So I felt that it would be reasonable, I guess, to make a follow-up video. So here you guys go, and I will be back to check in 1 week from today.